runes are amazingly powerful.
What do you like about the runes?
The imagery, it's really interesting. At first, I thought, can I actually divine with these? It's the letter of the alphabet. It's like taking A, B, C, D, carving it on a stone, and then tossing them. And I'm thinking to myself, can you actually read with this? And then I got some affirmations from some friends that I was doing it pretty good. And I didn't believe them, but I started getting into it more. And it's in their intrinsic simplicity that they're actually so complicated. And that they can spell out a story, literally, by following the letters, but also in the way that they're placed, because you toss them out onto the table and they're so random. And the way they land on top of each other, you can read it that way, you can read the shape. I remember one person, Anzus, was one of the runes that was up, and Anzus is the letter A, sacred to Odin, deals with communication, business. This person had a lot of this going on in her life, and actually when she tossed the runes, I get the client to toss the runes, it actually formed an Anzus. So it was like saying, right, get working, start working on contracts or whatever. I can't remember the exact thing, but it spelt out the whole nature of the reading by her actually tossing all the runes in the shape of a rune. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, I know. I have just started looking into the runes a little bit, and they seem so beautiful.
And then I love the story behind them. With the new Thor movie out, they made it seem as if Odin lost his eye in battle, which is not how he lost his eye. Odin actually hung on the world tree for 9 days, descended into hell. Hell being the realm, or Nelfheim, is the goddess of the underworld. And down there he had met the Norns, which are equivalent to the Greek fates, past, present, and future. And he was given the gift of the runes to deliver to mankind. And in doing so, forgetting that wisdom, he had to make a sacrifice. He lost his eye. Anytime you do a reading, anytime you do energy work, you're just a channel, right? You're just the vehicle to bring the other dimensions, the other aspects of the universe into planet Earth and deal with the person in front of you. So anything that comes out of my mouth, sometimes I don't even remember. I get people coming back, oh, remember last year when you said this to me? Well, first of all, I've seen so many people, I don't know. But some people you remember, and I go, no, I don't remember what I said to you. I don't even remember, this morning you said, it's like, I don't know.
That's a beautiful way to think about it, as us as conduits to a higher energy. And I think one of the most amazing things that doing readings has taught me is that it's about attempting to, or trying to the best of my ability, to be a conduit in every area of my life. Anybody that I touch, not only when you're doing a reading, but I understand how it is sort of a different energy you're tapping into when you're actually doing a reading.
Oh, it is, and sometimes it can be draining, but that's when you put too much of yourself into it. It shouldn't be draining. Like in energy work, you shouldn't be drained. Although there are times, it took me, we did a clearing. I have a friend, Deirdre Norman. We've done a lot of clearings together. And I remember we did this one nasty clearing. It was just like the energy was horrible. There was a ghost who hung himself, a man who had hung himself, and his ghost was there. It wasn't the ghost that was bad, it was the energy that caused him to hang himself. So we did the clearing. I was tired for 2 days. I guess, I got out of practice, and it's just like running or, weights. You get sore when you do weights and you haven't worked out in a while. Same kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, I always advise my students that when they do a reading, they shouldn't feel tired, they should feel wired. Because ideally what you want to do is tap into a higher energy, be open to a higher energy and be a conduit for that. But I can see how there would be times when you feel like, okay, maybe you're doing the work just to be more open. Maybe that's where you're exerting some energy.
Yeah, some of it's that.
Music is very spiritual. What do you like about music?
The whole Piscean concept of being the vast unknown and collective is just so, that's one thing I like about music. It brings a bunch of people together, right? And they can all get into it. But in playing, I remember this one jam session so vividly too, because it was bizarre just watching the process. And you know, we were sitting there, we're jamming, decided, okay, let's just start playing. So the drummer started, the bass player, and the other lead guitar, keyboard player's adding in his bit, and we're all rocking away, you know, we're just improvising. And then all of a sudden, it starts getting slower, slower, quieter, and then it's finally the drummer going. Boom, boom, and then the way we just kind of flowed and then started to build up and crescendo. No one said a word, let's bring it down. We just felt it. That's what I like about music, because you're tapping into the ethos.
And you go beyond words. You speak to spirit almost.
Yeah. And that's why, you know, Pisces, you get the spiritual aspect of Pisces. Music is Piscean thing, and drugs and alcohol are, right? You can achieve all those things.
Because it's about riding another wave, altering consciousness, right?
Yeah.
In the attempt to glimpse the truth.
Yeah, so I have fun playing with music because, and connecting to people. One of the bands that I'm in is a 8-piece R&B Motown band, and getting people up and dancing to the music. Dance to the Music is one of the songs we do play. It's a
Dance to the music! Okay, that's all I'm going to sing for now.
But it's great watching everyone up there and just having a good time.
Yeah,
and then,
just to be part of spreading joy into the world is amazing.
And then members from that band have split off to form other bands. We still have that one, we're going to play once a year, but my latest project is a band, kind of more bluesy rock type thing called Hank's Aluminum Siding.
Great name. I love that name.
Yeah, it's
awesome. So you can see Franco for a reading or for Frank's Aluminum Siding. There we go. What great fun. Well, I love that your spirituality comes out in so many different ways. So there's, you know, your actual rituals, there's clearing homes, there's doing readings, there's music, but it all seems to lead you back to yourself. Do you think so?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I here? I've got to do something. And I'm trying to follow the path that I feel I should go on. It's kind of funny, I knew this when I was younger. For some reason, I said, yeah, I'm going to be an engineer. But I don't know, when I'm 35 or so, I feel that I'm going to move on and start taking something like theology. I'm going to start. At first I thought it was going to be, you know, at the time I was a good Catholic boy. That's what I was kind of thought I would be doing. But I finally realized that I had visions of this when I was a lot younger.
So you are following the spiritual path. I love it. Thank you so much. That's so beautiful. And thank you for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
I'm so glad that you're here to celebrate my dear friend Franco Minatel and his amazing spiritual journey and his amazing spiritual expressions. He's truly a very special soul, so pure, and has added so much to my life. Thank you so much for being here to share this moment with me. Until we connect again, take care.